Today in Khoj, let us together explore insights from the Bhagavad Gita, Katha Upanishad and Neuro-Linguistic Programming to understand how they have symbolized our five senses and our mind. According to NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, any external event enters our neurology through our five senses. The huge amount of data continuously every second being bombarded onto our brain then undergoes distortion, deletion and generalization based on various filters before finally getting stored in the depths of our unconscious mind as our perception of that event. During this entire process, our filters play a very important role in selecting what and how much of this data will finally become a part of our very own internal representation of that particular event, giving it labels and internal dialogues for describing the same. Our beliefs are like self-fulfilling prophecies. About 95% of our decisions are made at our unconscious level. Our unconscious mind continuously aligning our actions to suit the conscious beliefs we hold. Now from NLP, let us travel back to around 10th century BCE to the famous Battle of Kurukshetra. Battle of Kurukshetra symbolizes the battle between Dharma and Adharma, between right and wrong, between good and evil. How many of you would really agree with me if I say that this symbolizes the battle that goes on within the minds of many of us every moment, every day? This battle of Kurukshetra symbolizing our internal conflicts. The opening verses of Bhagavad Gita include Dharma Kshetra Kurukshetra Samaveta Yuyutsavaha. All the warriors from both sides have gathered on the field of Kurukshetra, ready for the intense battle, symbolizing our ocean of thoughts ready for the conflict. And it is during this conflict that some thoughts overpower the other thoughts, some thoughts surrender, and some just die, no longer being a part of the conflict. Does this also mean that this war is sometimes needed, the war between our intellect and emotions, so that at the end, Dharma wins, giving us complete clarity of our road ahead? In words of Duryodhana, Janami dharmam nachame pravritit. I know what is dharma, but I cannot make myself follow it. Janama dharmam nachame nivriti. I know what is adharma, but I cannot restrict myself from moving towards it. We all must have had moments in life when we have felt like this. Taking a few examples. I knew the person was wrong, but I never explained. I know I should not eat this cake, but let me allow myself today, since I will not do it the next time. I know I could have said sorry, but I did not. I'll surely do it next time. Have you felt that many a times, even though we know what is right, we fail to work in accordance with what we know? Our behavior gets driven otherwise by emotions like anger, frustration, hate, or envy. Let us now bring into our imagination the chariot of Arjuna in this battle of Kurukshetra. Imagine the chariot representing our physical body, its wheels representing our arms and legs, the powerful horses, our emotions and desires, which draw us with full force towards things, people and events through our five senses. The reins, our mind. The charioteer, our intellect. the road, our path through life, the folks on the road, the decisions and choices we can make. The Ratha Swami, simply sitting in the chariot and enjoying the ride, our Atma, our soul. Does this also lead us to imagine that when these horses see something attractive, they start moving towards it, and it becomes the responsibility of the charioteer to direct them correctly so as to avoid any mishap? Imagine the situation where the charioteer is not attentive, or the force with which the horses are dragging the chariot is so great, or the charioteer himself is not that skilled. Can you even imagine the chariot falling into an absolutely undesired path or event? Can we, on the other hand, also imagine a charioteer who nurtures and takes care of his horses, understands them, gives them rest from time to time, so that they are always rejuvenated and eager to zoom through their path as guided by the charioteer towards their destination? Wow! If this charioteer is our intellect, the reins our mind, and the horses our emotions, does it imply that it is very important for our intellect to be aware of our emotions at any point of time, have the power of nurturing our emotions and knowing when to use their power for driving this chariot towards the decided goal, and when to give them some rest? Can we also then conclude from NLP and our Upanishads that as we become more and more mindful of our actions, we become more and more mindful of our emotions? And as we become more and more mindful of our emotions, we also become more and more aware of the aspects or belief systems within ourselves which we wish to change, decrease, enhance, or empower. And as we become more and more aware of these aspects, we start taking conscious decision of rewiring our subconscious mind. And as we rewire our subconscious mind, automatically our subconscious mind in turn starts guiding our body into taking actions completely in sync with our purpose of life, enhancing all aspects, and that is when we would win the battle of Kurukshetra in our mind and harness the immense power of our unconscious mind and begin exhibiting our highest potential. By now, I am sure each one of you will agree with me when I say that the charioteer has the power of deciding in which direction he would wish to steer the chariot. Yes or yes? So when our lives start moving in a particular direction, who is really responsible for that? Is it the people around us? Our colleagues? Our boss? Our spouse? Our children? The situation? Or I'm sure by now all of us have the answer to this. Hence, it is now for you to decide whether you wish to leave your chariot to the mercy of those powerful horses, the unskilled charioteer, the obstacles on the road, or today, in this very moment, you choose to upskill the charioteer, take complete control of the reins, and guide the horses towards your goal with complete clarity and focus. Time to give gratitude to the powerful tools we all have already been blessed with. Time to take the reins in our hands. Time to take full control of our chariot and steer it in the direction we wish to. Time to start operating from the position of immense personal power. Sending lots and lots of love and powerful emojis for each one of you. With gratitude, Only yours, Kritika.